preseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry now. This is Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 13 carries, 58 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
And now we'll hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jamie Collins has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
Rodgers pass.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Lions take over 1st.
The Lions making their way out, led by their 32-year-old quarterback. Hard to believe he's in season number 12 now in a Detroit uniform. Quarterback Matthew Stafford.
When I think of Matthew Stafford in Detroit, I think of numbers, and I mean passing numbers. 40,000 yards passed in his career last year before back injury landed him on the IR for just 8 games. And to show his value to the team, the Lions lost all 8 games started by either Jeff Driscoll or David Blau. They need a healthy Matthew Stafford in order to compete in the NFC North.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
The tackle made by Christian.
Defensive run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. But no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Packers 3, Lions nothing.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Ball carrier.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards on the play. First down, Packers.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4 yards. First down, Green Bay.
They'll run on first down. Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jamie Collins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
And 12.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
At their own 15-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
For first and 10. At their own 23.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open in its favor.
And I know we always talk about what the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Steps away to his left. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he finds Danny Amendola. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And Jones has it over the middle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Stafford looks to throw again. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Danny Amendola, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Rodgers. Caught left side by Funchess. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. But he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis. As the first half is winding down. And the Packers add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got Gordon open, completes it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 40.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Stafford now to throw. That one into the hands of Kane. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Darnell Savage. 20. And they will score
Mason.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and maybe more important,